you've got your big paper clip, you've got your normal size paper clip, and then you've got Tim Holtz mini paper clips. This one here, I've used a mini paper clip. Hello, Donna here. In today's video, we're making hidden paper clips in the Tim Holtz mini style. So I am going to show you how you can use these mini paper clips successfully, because you've only then got a tiny little paper clip at the end here, and that's all you really need for them to grab onto your journal page. Another thing, when I dye my coffee dyed papers, and in particular these lace ones, I end up with a lot of offcuts because I'm, using them for pages. So they're too precious to throw out. So again, they're ideal for making these paper clips for the background piece, because I don't want anything too thick. I don't use cardstock. I don't need to use cardstock. And I also use, I'll just sit them there, tea bags. So I'm using just ordinary everyday copy paper, lined paper, and then I put on the top some of this tea bag paper. You can also use tissue paper, but I'm using everything light because by the time I layer it up, it's still giving me a pretty firm paper clip. You watch when I pull this off. That is still pretty firm. So I'll put that back on. Oh, you do have to help it a little bit. You've got to open it up, and then it just sits in there perfectly. And it doesn't matter what I put in there, it's going to hang on to it. I'll just grab, well, there's 2 pieces of ephemera. I'm going to sit that there, and it hangs onto it really well. There's an envelope, quite a big envelope, and it's going to sit in there and hang onto it quite well. And that is using the mini. So I'll show you how to make this one first. If you want to make the same size paper clip that I made here, this is the size that I made it in. You need 3 pieces of paper. The first one is the base. This is the one you don't see. So you need this size here. It's 1/8 of an inch under an inch. So it's very narrow by 6 inches long. But you can make it as wide and as long as you like. This is just a guide. The piece that goes over the top is just a little bit wider at a full inch and just over 6 inches, so it covers it up. Then the last piece, I've used a tea bag. You can use tissue paper, you can stamp all over it, you can stencil it, you can use deli paper, you can use a sewing pattern, you can use whatever lightweight pattern or decorative paper you want over the top. The idea of it is to be able to see this decorative paper through the top piece. So they're the 3 pieces of paper that you need. The next thing you need to do is grab your mini Tim Holtz paper clip, or whatever paper clip you're using if you don't have any mini. Fold your base piece in half and put your paper clip on your base piece. Once that's on your base piece, we're going to cover the paper clip itself in a bit of glue, both on the front and the back. And before I do that, I'm going to prepare my cover piece, which is the middle piece. And I'm just going to have that folded in half and ready to go. You can use whatever glue you got, but you want it to be pretty sound. So you don't want a glue that's going to give way. That's why I don't use the double-sided tape. So a bit of glue on both sides. I'm not putting it everywhere because I really don't need to. Then I'm just going to slip that in the center and just wait for that to grab. That's the start of your hidden paper clip. What makes this work is when you open that up here in the middle piece, that is what gets put over the page edge. And the paper clip is between here and here. So you don't put your page in this one, you've got to put it right in the center. So that's how you use it. So from here on, all we're doing is embellishing. You can have your tea bag wider so that it's, you know, like fairly decorative on your page, or you can make it the same width, like that tea bag there is pretty much the same width. So, you know, you can vary it. It doesn't have to be any one certain width. So to fix that on, I'm only going to put a little bit of glue on the top here of both sides. And I'm going to secure both sides together. You can put a tiny little bit further down if you don't want it flapping around too much. You can see how little glue I use. Right, so now all that's left to do is embellish. You can put on a label. You can put another piece of tea bag on there and a little tag. You could put a butterfly on there. You know the drill when it comes to embellishing. You can put on there whatever you like. So I'm just going to put this tiny little tag on there by gluing it at the top only. I do like things on an angle, so I'm just going to put that on an angle, and this is going to still hang free. So that is going to add some interest on the page as well. So don't forget, when you go to use it, you've got to go to the very center of this base here. Once you've got that open, you just pop that in on your page. Still a little bit wet, but there she goes. You can also do it in the reverse. Put your tea bag underneath your piece of paper and your tag, but you still need to use your base piece underneath your tea bag. So no matter what you do, you need that base piece there to put your paper clip on. So you'll notice that the paper clip is between those two. So then when you slip that on, you just open it up to the very center there and pop that in. Very cool way to make a paper clip. Well, thanks for watching today's video on how to make the hidden paper clip using these little Tim Holtz mini style paper clips. And I'll see you on the next video. Ciao for now.